Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Kyle Clifford tied up his ex-girlfriend Louise Hunt for more than 2 hours before raping her in a sexual act of spite. He also carried out acts of extreme violence against the 25-year-old's mom Carol, 61, and sister Hannah, 28. The 26-year-old is being sentenced today after he pleaded guilty to 3 counts of murder, a charge of false imprisonment and 2 counts of possession of offensive weapons. Clifford was last week convicted of raping Louise on July 9, the same day the family were slaughtered at their home in Bushey, Hertfordshire. The coward refused to attend court today in a final insult to the family and a harrowing victim impact statement. Racing commentator John brought the court to tears as he said he so wanted to deliver these words eye to eye with Kyle, who he branded a psychopath. He also told how he initially misunderstood its purpose when asked to write a statement. John added, "Do I really need to detail the impact of having 3/4 of my family murdered? But then I realized this was my final opportunity to say what I wanted to say to you, Kyle, words that will also be directed to your family, who will carry guilt forwards with them for the rest of their lives. They knew about the weapons, they knew." The dad said he was blessed to be Carol's husband and Hannah, Louise, and surviving daughter Amy's dad. He thanked the jury who found Clifford guilty of rape and said they are also victims, like so many, of his callous, cowardly and vindictive behaviors. John told Clifford how he failed to be the person that Louise needed and that family had tried to make him feel welcomed. He broke down as he revealed the funeral room for his wife and 2 daughters was not big enough for 3 bodies. John said he placed a picture of his dog Chester in Louise's right hand as they were best friends. He added, "The impact of what you've done to me will be taken to my grave." John also praised his daughter Louise, who he called Lulu, for being brave enough to say enough is enough. "I hope women round the world will take Louise's bravery as a shining beacon for their lives," he said. "If you feel enough is enough, then it is." John told how he was saved by his incredible Hansie, Hannah, after she bravely managed to call 999 after Clifford shot her. He said had she not managed to show such amazing physical and mental strength in raising the alarm, he would have been the monster's 4th victim. He ended his statement by telling Clifford the red carpet will be rolled out for him in hell. The dad added, "Whatever misery lies ahead for you in the next 60 years, remember after your days on earth are done, on your dying day there will be no release for you." The screams of hell, Kyle, I can hear them now. Your miserable fate will last for eternity. Surviving daughter Amy wept as she told the court how she would never comprehend why you would do such a monstrous thing. She said Clifford's own fragile ego and pride were more important than 3 beautiful, meaningful, and productive lives. Amy also said the triple killer had earned a rightful spot in hell as she branded his actions demonic. She also broke down as she told how Clifford ensured her family endured their last moments alone and terrified. Amy added, "I only wish it had been me instead of him." She told how her younger sisters will never be the mothers they dreamed of being and that she was robbed of the chance of holding her mom's hand as she passed away as she always imagined. Amy continued, "That day, and every day leading up to it, Kyle, you had a choice and you chose to inflict violence on a horrific scale, all for your own selfish and sadistic aims. All the time, truly thinking of yourself alone. I can only assume that in the days after Louise broke up with you in the kindest, most respectful way, you created some kind of false narrative in your head about how we had supposedly wronged you in order to allow you to avoid confronting the pain and shame within you and the truth that the breakup was entirely your fault. That day, my mom, Hannah, and Louise were all simply living their lives, getting on with their day in the home, working or returning to their home after work. Their home is a place that was and should have continued to be safe for them, and you made it the most unsafe place in the world for those few hours. You are a monster." Amy also praised her mom after she fought like hell against the violence and sheer terror Clifford inflicted on her. She said there was nothing she wouldn't have done, including giving up her own life. Amy also told how Louise was extraordinarily brave in the face of his evil, while Hannah bravely fought and raised the alarm. She continued, "Plainly, the Hunt family are human and you are not." Amy finished her statement by saying, "We will always be a family of 5. She said she and her father John feel like the most unfortunate people, but they know they are really the luckiest. Amy told how when the stain of Kyle Clifford begins to fade, the lives and legacy of Carol Hunt, Hannah Hunt and Louise Hunt will live on forever. I would rather have lived 30 years with them than 1,000 years without ever knowing them," she added. "And nothing Kyle has done will ever take that away. Such love is too strong to be lost to his actions." Hannah's partner Alex Klein told the court how Clifford's victims were 3 angels he should never have had the pleasure of meeting. Addressing the killer, he said, "I have nothing but disgust for you." At 6:50 p.m., a loud whooshing was heard, which was the sound of the crossbow being fired to kill Louise Hunt, the court was told. Clifford hatched the carefully planned and executed plot to attack Louise and her family after she broke up with him.